This here is your solar system choice board. This is what you're going to be working on for a few class periods in science over the next week or so. How this is set up, I want to kind of give you a guide of what we have in here, how it works, and the activities you have to choose from, and where to get information and help when you need it. So this is set up as a Google slideshow presentation, and the project itself is broken into 3 stages. Each stage has different activities that you can choose from. And I'm going to walk you through it a little bit just so you can kind of see what the look is and where to get the info. And then we'll go from there. So when we start off, I'm going to begin stage 1 now. You'll see it open up and have some planets here floating around with some information. So you'll see an Edpuzzle link, Nearpod link, and a Google Form link. In this first stage, what you're doing on this one is you're gathering information. So you don't have to create anything. You're looking for information and you're going to answer questions based off of one of these resources. Before you start anything, and this goes for every single stage, there is a resources button. Make sure you open it up. It will open up to a new document. And when that document opens up, it's going to give you an overview of what each activity is and what you have to do with it. You will have links in here. You will have video resources in here. You will have things that will help you with when you get into the creation thing for stage 2 and 3 that will give you kind of a walkthrough of the tool that you might use to create something. So all this information is where you need to start to kind of get you started and make sure you can successfully know what you have to do. I have here, you only need to complete 1 activity from each stage. So even though there are 3 listed, you are only selecting 1 of them before you move on to the next stage. Okay, so you can have the choice of the Edpuzzle, Nearpod activity, or completing a Google Form based off of the video that's down here. So if I go back, once I complete my activity, you can go ahead and move on to your next stage. So if I go to stage 2, you'll see a very similar setup, just the activities themselves change. So I have a Flipgrid option here, a graph creation where you'll actually create a graph based off of some data, and then just kind of change a pace. You have a math challenge here where it has 2 math problems that deal with the orbit of the planets around the sun. You will once again make sure you start off, use the resources link first. This is where it will give you information. This will give you hints. Please, please, please open this before you start any of the activities. It will help you greatly. Taking a look at stage 3, same deal. We have the planet set up, but we have different options here. So we have Google Drawing or Poster, a solar system story, a Google website, or creating a Google Form quiz. This stage is by far the most time consuming. This is where you're going to create something. And you have 5 different options to choose from to be able to create something. In the resources tab, once again, I know I keep saying this, but this is very important. If I start here and I open up this resources tab, it's going to give me a ton of information that I need for each option. This will help you decide which one you want to pick. And it will also give you resources and videos and tips and help of how you actually make a Google drawing, how you go through and you make a Google Form quiz or a Google website. None of them are too hard, but some of them might be different. So please use these resources tabs and the links and videos that I have set up for you, because it will help you understand how to use the tool and how to actually create it. And throughout each of those videos, it gives you kind of ideas of how you could set it up as well. So make sure you check that out. It's very important. Once you complete all 3 of your stages, there's one more part to this. It will take you about 90 seconds, but it would be greatly appreciated if you did it. If I go through, get done my stage 3, all we have here is a Google Form. This Google Form here just going to give us a little bit of feedback in terms of what activities you chose and whether or not you liked actually having choices in what you completed. And if it's something that most people find beneficial or they enjoyed it, it's something that we will try to provide more of. Thanks, guys. Good luck.